Good evening, all. I am currently too lazy to configure a tripod out of anything, so I'm sitting on the floor. I would like to show you my bookshelf at college and the books that I have at college. So, this is my bookshelf tour at college edition. Yeah, so let's get started. On top, we have pictures of my family. Oh, they didn't come in focus fast enough. Oh well, too bad. Then, on the top shelf, we have this lovely little time turner that I got for my birthday last year, and my paperback copies of the Harry Potter series, as well as the Everyday Writer, 5th edition, published by Bedford St. Martin's. I got this, here. I got this when I started college. It was required for me to buy it for my kind of intro to college class. And yeah, I haven't really looked at it a whole lot because I do have quite a bit of writing experience already, and I don't necessarily need to go looking for advice all the time, but it is good to have a reference around. Next here is, this shelf is a multitude of things. The majority of it, I would say, is to read, things that I want to read in the near future. Yeah. So over here, I have a few of my books about writing. I have Science Fiction and Fantasy by Orson Scott Card, 30 Steps to Becoming a Writer by Scott Edelstein, and Writing Fiction by Janet Burroway. And these are all books that tell you how to write fiction in different ways. I like them all. I want more about that. I enjoy books about writing. Then I have Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. This book I have read before, but I just bought my own copy recently, so it's on my to-read shelf. Then I have Brilliance of the Moon, one of the book 3 of the Tales of the Otori series by Leon Hearn, which I will be reading in the near future. Then we have Hell and Back, Reflections on Writers and Writing, From Dante to Rushdie by Tim Parks. Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. The Dragon of Lonely Island, flashback to my childhood, can't wait to reread it. The Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien, because I decided it is far past time for me to read this series. Izzy Willy Nilly by Cynthia Voigt. Deep Wizardry by Diane Duane. The Surgeon by Tess Gerritsen. And Airborne by Kenneth Opel. Yeah, that's that shelf. Moving on. Here on this shelf we have Angelology by Danielle Trussoni. I'm not going to pull that out because it doesn't really have a dust jacket on it right now. 11 Thumps and the Whispered Secret. This is the second book in the 11 Thumps series. I read the first one quite a long time ago, got the second one, and never actually read it, so now I'm gonna. Then we have Predator's Gold by Philip Reeves. This is another sequel that I haven't actually read yet. Walk in Their Shoes. Can One Person Change the World by Jim Ziolkowski and James S. Hirsch. Paper Towns by John Green. This Is Not a Book by Carrie Smith. The Paris Wife by Paula McLean. The Freshman Survival Guide. I'm no longer a freshman, but I feel like, this is still something good to keep around. Oh, The Rules of Engagement by Anita Brookner. Mortal Engines by Philip Reeve. This is the beginning of the Predator's Gold series over here, which I'm rereading before I can read Predator's Gold. And then we have Nora Roberts' Something New. And so that's basically my to-read shelves that I keep here at college. These bottom shelves are less specifically to-read shelves, but also I still need to read a majority of these books. Actually, my entire college shelf is basically to read at this point. Yeah, okay. So, first, underneath this in the cabinet here, we have The Left Hand of God by Paul Hoffman. Then we have The Crystal Skull by Amanda Scott. Abundance by Sina Jeter Naslund. The Queen's Daughter by Susan Coventry, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, Middlemarch by George Eliot, The Mystery of the Aztec Warrior, number 43 in the Hardy Boys series, The Ark by Ben Jeeps, whoa, Wren's Quest by Sherwood Smith. Yeah, that's that entire shelf. Oh, okay. Moving down. Oh, it's gonna get so much harder to hold the camera at an angle that's not terrible. Okay, first over here we have Motivos de Conversación, which is a book, it's essentially a textbook for Spanish that my mother gave me when she learned that I was going to learn Spanish. And I just keep it around for funsies. Then we have The Catholic Faith Handbook for Youth, which I also keep around for funsies. Gay New York by George Chauncey, which is a nonfiction book about gender, urban culture, and the making of the gay male world from 1890 to 1940 in New York. Making Connections, The Relational Worlds of Adolescent Girls at Emma Willard School, which is another nonfiction book. This one I picked up, so every once in a while when you're walking through school buildings, they'll have a free books pile of old things that they don't want anymore. So I picked that up there, actually. Then here we have Literature and the Image of Man, Studies of the European Drama and Novel by Leo Lowenthal. The Theater of Revolt by Robert Brustein. A copy of the Holy Bible, the King James Version. Sociology, Literature, and Drama. The Art of Fiction, Notes on Craft for Young Writers by John Gardner. The Hero in Literature by Victor Brombert. Ray Bradbury's Zen in the Art of Writing, and John Updike, The Witches of Eastwick. Most of these are nonfiction books that I picked up at a library book sale, and haven't read yet. The one on the end I got from a Goodwill, and is not part of this collection of nonfiction books that I got from the library. It is actually a novel. Okay, and then this is the bottom shelf. Woo. Okay, on the bottom shelf we have a copy of Great Expectations, a book called Atlantis by David Gibbons, another copy of Pride and Prejudice, A Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith, The Art of Racing in the Rain by Garth Stein, State of Wonder by Anne Pratchett, Anne Frank, The Diary of a Young Girl, The Brethren by John Grisham, The Club Dumas by Arturo Perez Reverte, Fire in the Sky, one of the Planet Builders series by Robin Tallis, and No Way Out by Andrea Kane. I don't know if you could see all of those. This shelf is kind of dark and also at the bottom, so if things are terrible, I am sorry. Yeah, so that was just a really quick overview of what I have on my shelves. If you're interested in hearing more about any of those books, I can talk about them. Like I said, I have, some of them are rereads, books that I want to reread in the near future, but most of them are books that I haven't actually read yet. So I can't really say that much about them in that much detail in terms of reviews. But you can look out for reviews in the future because I'm planning on reading them. Hope to see you soon with a new video. Bye!